go to the root of it, why this happens, how the whole military behemoth operates, and why it operates in the interest, how it operates in the interest of the institutions, the military bureaucracies, and their civilian political allies themselves, not in the interest of the American people, and to really develop an analysis that will have some political attractiveness to mainstream America, and with the general slogan, the general theme, "Don't be a sucker." They're taking you for a ride.
Right.
So, in other words, not so much to focus on the specifics of what's happening in Iraq in relation to the Iranian role, although that's necessary to be done. I'm not saying that doesn't have to be done, but to begin to bore in to the center of that whole system, and that's really what I want to do in the coming years, and hopefully that would have a bit more political traction than trying to push this particular stone up the hill.
Yeah. Well, I have to tell you, I don't know of anybody else in the major media who even has the focus that you have on this question and narrows in on the different questions within this question, the EFPs in Iraq, so to speak, to sum it up, that you're doing. Nobody else is doing this work. So, I'm just going to need you to double your workload, I guess, because I need both out of you.
There's nobody who has been so enthusiastic about discussing and bringing up over and over again the stories that I've done, and that's great to have your work in that regard.
Hey, it's a free market of ideas, man, and you're winning the competition. That's all it is. Now, listen, this weekend, I'm so lucky that I'm going to be able to go to the Future Freedom Foundation conference, and I understand that you're actually going to be attending as well.
I will be there, yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to bring as little equipment as possible and see if I can record some interviews. So maybe you and I can sit down, meet face-to-face, and talk a little bit about this behemoth and the structure of the warfare state that has us in this situation where these things keep happening. They keep lying us into these wars.
That sounds like a great idea. Thanks.
All right, Gareth Porter, you're the best damn reporter in America. Thanks very much for your time today on the show.
Thanks for having me.
The media, once again, watching too much news really bummed me out. Remember how it started? They kept talking about the elite Republican Guard. The elite Republican Guard. These were like the bogeymen of the war the first couple of months. Well, we're doing good now, but we have yet to face the elite Republican Guard. Like these guys were 10 feet tall desert warriors. Never lost a battle. We shit bullets. Well, after 2 months of bombing and not one reaction from these people, they became simply the Republican Guard. Not nearly as elite as we may have led you to believe. After another month of bombing, they went from the elite Republican Guard to the Republican Guard to the Republicans made this shit up about there being guards out there. We hope you enjoyed the fireworks show. Boy, it was pretty. People said, Bill, Iraq had the 4th largest army in the world. Yeah, but let me tell you something. After the first 3 largest armies, there's a real big drop-off, okay? The Hare Krishnas are the 4th largest army in the world, 5th largest, and they've already got our airports. I am the 6th largest army in this world, just to give you a numerical perspective. I'll tell you the people that bugged me, the people said, well, the war made us feel better about ourselves. Who are these people with such low self-esteem, they need a war to feel better about themselves? I saw them on the news waving their flags. Could I recommend, instead of a war to feel better about yourself, perhaps sit-ups? Maybe a fruit cup? A walk around the block at dusk. I always find that cheers me up.